Hey, what's up, Kenny? How are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for being on the show on such notice. I appreciate it.
No problem for having me. I really appreciate it. It's super
So,
cool. It's very nice to meet you.
so yeah, great chatting with you too. Just letting people know that you and D Nike are switching spots. So you're taking his spot today, and he's taking your spot next week. So,
Yeah,
the Woo, so that's what I like to call it. Thank you to Jill for making that happen. She's
for
always
sure.
on top of things. So I heard of you recently through a collaborator of yours, Miss, who's also part of Publicity Nation. Of course, I'm Abby Rain. Yeah,
Yeah.
collaborate on her new song called "Roll the Dice," which is to to be released on all digital music platforms on this coming Friday, on
Yes,
the
sir.
16th or the 17th, that next week. Um, so let's start with that. What was it like collaborating with her on her new song?
Okay. So, I am first and foremost. I'm very excited for the release of this record. Um, the the record came together extremely fast. Um, and the Abby as a person, she's the sweetest girl ever, and she's sort of just getting into the game now. So she just got here, but her vocals were so there's something extremely pure about her vocal, and there was something so like there's a lot of artists that you hear and you're like, this person clearly influenced them, or this person, or they have certain flares of certain artists, that of course we all listen to, Michael Jackson, just you know the majors. And when I hear her voice, I couldn't identify her vocal with anybody, which was really a first for me because I'm somebody who is in the industry and does everything I do by ear. I'm self-taught from everything by ear, production, just vocal arrangement, singing, everything, play multiple instruments. I just do everything by ear. So listening to her sing for the first time was really just, I had no idea what to expect. And then it just turns out her voice is very unique and her range is incredible. So it made it a lot more of a challenge because I came in as a co-writer and as a producer, and me and my co-producer Matt Veers, we go under Vision Matters Group. We're a production team, and yeah, we heard the record and we were like, the song's dope, but the writing could be leveled up and the production definitely needs to be leveled up. Originally, it felt just not a little unfinished. It just felt like it just needed to have some pop flares to it. It just needed to tell a story a little bit, as a country artist. And this is honestly a first for me, as a songwriter, and as a producer. We don't have done many country records. This was the first. So here's a country record. We need to make this a, this has to go hit smash, and it's got to work in both worlds. It's got to work in the country world and the pop world, but without taking away from country, which is hard because there's this balance that you need to find so that it works out. And just having the twang doesn't do it all the way. A lot of it happens with productions and certain instruments and the way things move. So with this record, luckily, her voice was just awesome, and she had a lot of great ideas, and the production got done in 2 hours at the most. The writing got done. For me as a writer, I do a lot of what you're going to hear is just free things. Was just the first take or two of things that we just signed on, and we're like, okay, cool. So there wasn't a big writing session, wasn't a big anything. It's just bouncing ideas back and forth off of each other and just running with it, and you know, it just being a story. So I think that's really really awesome, and I think that it's for her age, it definitely is going to it digs a bit deeper. You know, there's those, you know, cheesy pop records where, you know, it's a love song, and that's like, okay, cool. So as soon as this becomes a love song, it's like, how do we take this being a love song and you being this? Her voice is like thunder. It's awesome, and she got this huge voice, and at the same time, it's so conversational. At the same time, so being a country singer is just awesome because she's able to tell a story without even trying. Her voice just, and just the way that she handles her emotion as an artist is incredible. So, and this record got done fairly quickly, and she got her vocals back, and they sounded amazing. Um, as an audio engineer as well, from that perspective, and then, you know, there's with most records, we go in and we really fine-tune vocals. We really go in to make sure everything sounds perfect. She just really sang this song. When you listen to this record, it's really, you're not going to hear tuning like that. You're not going to hear, there's a lot of stuff that I would normally do with a pop vocalist or an R&B vocalist, any kind of vocal, you know, a final for the radio, but she really sang anything. That's the best way I can say it without, you know, saying killed it. She really, really sang this song with all of her heart, and she told a story, and that was everything. And this song was together, so it's definitely one of my personal favorites. I think it's got this, you know, I don't even know, but there's some like Lady Gaga, Katy Perry feels on the hook, and there's just it's a long, I don't know. I think people are gonna people are gonna interpret this record differently, but I think at the end of the day, it's just, you know, it's love at its finest, and I think that it's a perfect description and storytelling of just what that looks like, what that feels like, and I'm very excited for her. I'm very happy that, you know, I'm very honored as well that I'll be able to be a part of the record and able to work with her at this point. And she is incredibly talented. And no. So I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited for everybody to hear it. I'm excited for her future. She's very talented.
Abby is indeed it. Sky's the limit for her. She
For sure.
shares the same excitement that you have for this record. So it's definitely worth listening to. Roll the Dice by Abby Rain. VICU did a great job putting this track together. Collaborate between you both. It's going to be coming out this coming Friday. Abby Rain. Go stream on your favorite digital platforms. It's so it's a banger, as kids like to say.
It is. It is.
Yeah. So go check it out. Listen. I've learned a lot from that. You know, good collaboration, good effort, chemistry, very very key. You know, you are part of a plethora of talented artists of publicity, and they got artists
For sure.
from a variety of genres, from country to pop to R&B, to soul,
Yep.
etc. Like you being an artist and being versatile, doing not just the music, but the producing, engineering work. What's it like just to be part of a collective of talented artists, publicity nation, sharing company?
Yeah. You know, I gotta shout out D Mike. You know, D Mike. You know, D Mike. I hit him up. And I actually, I'm up on Instagram like months ago, and the reason I hit him up was because I've gotten to work with people from 1500 or Nothing group, and I work with their songwriters, and I've gotten to know, certain people from Rihanna, and I've just gotten to work with some people. But I saw that he was overseeing my team, and I was like, interesting, because I haven't seen an artist under them like that. So him looked up by 15 was like crazy. So I was like, I gotta hit this dude up. So he helped connect me. You know, I think the coolest thing about this whole thing is that nobody's the same, sounds the same. Nobody is, you just find so many different styles of artistry and so many different styles of music in one place at one time. It's just, there's something for everybody at all times. And for me, I think the being the artist, singer, songwriter, vocal arranger, producer, audio engineer, whatever it be, I think for me, that was really cool. For me, I'm stepping into this circle of people, and we really get records, hit records. No other way to say it, they're hit records. And I say that with full confidence. These artists are singing their lives off. It's crazy. They sound beautiful. The music is, at all times, the best place. I think, right now, the thing about, and what makes this opportunity, just for me to be in the circle so great is because, there's a lot of labels right now that are really struggling because, unfortunately, you can take someone like Chris Brown, you can take a Justin Bieber, and you can take all those people and, all the top defining acts, and unfortunately, they come every month with a new EP. And right now in the quarantine situation, everybody's listening to the same songs on repeat. Everybody's listening to the same things on repeat because favorite songs came out before this whole quarantine, virus situation happened. So artists are coming out with new things, but they can't wear out their image too much. They can't wear out their style. You can't see Travis too much. You can't see Chris Brown. You see these people too much. They want to give you a single and let it breathe and have certain marketing strategies behind it. They get the most out of what goes out, and it represents where they're at as a brand. So the great thing about this is that I get to be running with these new voices and these new artists that I'd never heard of, but and they're incredible. Everybody's incredible. The level of artistry is through the roof. D-Mike is Abby's a monster. Like, the Highway Women, I'm about to work with them. They're incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's forcing me to step out of my comfort zone and be like, okay, cool, now make this. And I love it. I love every second of it because, for me, I feel like the one thing about me that I love acoustic style things at all times. I'll always pick up the guitar first. That's how every record gets started, no matter what. I pick up the guitar, and as soon as we have the melody, the record is done. As soon as 4 chords are laid down, like, the record's completely done. And from there, it's just off to the races with whoever it is that, will be on the record. And, I'm very honored to work with artists, and, I'm happy that I'm able to be as versatile as I can be, especially in this situation, because there's so many different types of artists. Like you said, they got, and especially for me, I'm pop R&B. So a lot of me is, I grew up with Boys to Men, Smokey Norfolk, Luther Vandross, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, Prince, New Edition. I grew up on real R&B. The kind of music where you can't do it. You can't. There's no way around it. There's just no easy path. There was no auto-tune. There was no nothing. Either you can sing it like the record or not at all, because you wouldn't get signed. So, for me, I'm always coming into, and I think that's something that, again, I'm amazed at all times, because I hold myself to this super high standard of every time I touch something, I want to make sure that I'm giving it everything that I have. And a lot of times, like, especially in LA, you can't just step to LA and be like, here. It's like, as you're in these rooms, like, I've gotten to meet with Eric Thunder, and, again, I've gotten to, work with people from 1500 and Rihanna's group. And if you're not that person that can give one of the best ideas in the room and prove to these people you're worthy of being in the room, and these guys are just legends, you can be surrounded by them, it's like you just won't be there. And so for me, it's really awesome to see that these guys are like crazy. They're keeping up on a large level, on a level that's almost effortless. I mean, the record, Abby's record, was truly finished in about 2 hours. I mean, she only took like an hour to cut her vocals and it back. The mix got done an hour later. This stuff just got done really fast, and she had completely rewritten the record from what it was. We completely flipped it. Production, writing, the melody of the lead, everything changed. Everything from start to finish. And we went from the ground up on this. And to see her, and I, again, there were certain things in there that might have not been on a straight country record. There's some vocal arrangement, and there's certain notes that it's like, okay, that's a powerhouse note. That's some Super Bowl powerhouse note that either she's going to hit it or she's just not. And she flawlessly executed the record just with her hands behind her back, no problems at all. She's just incredibly talented. So again, I'm very very honored and very excited to be working with this new talent and test my skill set, on a large level. And I feel like there's no better way to do it. Like, I love the challenge. I love the process. I love the, moment when you have this breakthrough and it's like, oh, that's how you do this record. That's how you do it. Mm-hmm. That's what made this a hit. That's what makes this country record a hit. That's what made this R&B record a hit. And those moments are just, they happen all the time when I work with these groups and with these individuals. And, again, I just got here. I got around, this group of people, and I'm just meeting these people now. I'm just getting to work with these people now, and I really, was that kid that was, I sit in my bedroom. I have been sitting in my bedroom, for the last, 10, 15 years, really just with the guitar and my voice, and really trying everything I can to be the best performer, live vocalist, and, everything, be as well-rounded as I can as an artist. And so I'm looking around, and I'm so impressed and so honored to work with these guys. They're just so awesome, and they're so talented. And I don't hand that stuff out. Like, if it really wasn't like that, I wouldn't be hyping them up. And they're very, very talented. I'm extremely excited to work with them. A lot of stuff now sounds the same. So, for me, I was expecting certain things. I had certain things coming in where I was kind of skeptical, like, oh, this country singer is going to sound like this country singer. This record is going to sound like this record. And there's multiple different country artists under Jill, and they are just individually so different and so genuine and authentic in their own ways that they really just shine through on another level. And I'm sitting, I'm like, wow. It feels so awesome to be a student of the game. Like, it made me, it really, allowed me to, sit back and be like, dude,
yeah,
you have to figure out how to do that. You got to figure out how to produce a record for that guy. And it has to be a hit. can't mess up.
Right, right.
So you got to do your homework. And I love that. Like, you learn so much by being a student of the game. I feel like a lot of artists, a lot of people want to jump to the, I'm the best, or I want to be number one, or I want to be this, or I want to be that, or I already am this, or I already am that. And I think that a person's career in this game, just, 15 minutes of fame comes and goes, real quick. Longevity is given to those who remain students of the game. So I'm excited to be a student of the game. I'm excited. I'm learning from these people. I'm learning from these artists. I'm learning, just by working and collaborating with different styles of music and people. And, I'm becoming a better writer. I'm becoming a better singer. I've even tried some country stuff recently, and I've never done that in my life. It was so, out of my comfort zone, out of my mind, not even close. Like, I would have never done that. And now I'm over here listening to Luke Bryan, and I'm, almost in tears. Like, what? Like, it's changed my view of music, and that's been a big thing because I've been so focused on, just a lot of what's, radio play. But a lot of what's radio play isn't good. I mean, it's good. It's just, certain records get placed, and as long as the artist is big enough, it'll get played, But this music that's being created by this group of people, it's awesome, and it's very authentic, and it's very genuine, and that's over everything. I'm happy to be making real music, and by real music, I mean just music that's truly from these people's hearts, their souls. Like, I'm seeing them really pour themselves out and not hold back. And I think that honestly, the most rewarding part of working with them is just because I get to work with what's real. I don't have to be like, all right, let's make up this story about this guy and this girl, and they fell in love and they want to run away. It's like, what have you been through? How do you relate to this story? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're coming with things that really matter to them and really affected them and really have either made them better people or things that they learn from. It's just, I think that a part of this industry and just a part of just being human is life lessons. This life is so life lessons are so important. I feel like a lot of what I've learned in life is through music. There's always a line, there's always something, there's a melody, there's something in there that's just, it teaches you something, and for me, I'm getting a lot of that through these records and just these people's stories. So again, I'm very, very, very thankful to be able to work with these people, and Joe is absolutely incredible, and the whole team is incredible. I'm very excited for these people's careers, man. Like, it's just, I'm excited to see the new wave of music that will come. I don't think anybody's expecting it either, which is just the awesomest thing ever, because I think that, being an artist, there's this thing now where it's now the industry is not much about talent. It's about smart business moves. And smart business moves is a lot of the industry, and it should be a part of the industry. I feel as an artist, you have to make smart business moves in order to be successful.
Right.
But there's so many people that just don't get a shot. And there's a lot of these dudes that are getting signed that are just models that are doing the same thing because they got the image and they can do the bare minimum when it comes to vocals. And I've had to engineer a good couple. I mean, there's a good couple coming up. Like, there's one dude I work with. He has 200K. He's verified. He's got fans at Wazoo. And dude, it took a lot out of him, and it took a lot of hard out to make it sound like there wasn't much. Right. But then I get to work with Abby, and I'm questioning whether it's even worth it. If the tuning might actually take away from it because she already killed it, and there's this realness to her energy. there's the energy, there's her voice. It's just there. She has it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to go fishing for it. You don't got to make it out of thin air. Mm-hmm. She already has it. She can do it live. The way she sounds on the record, she sounds like that live. Like, she will not cheat you out of a great performance, out of a great show. When she goes on tour, she's going to give people literally the right version of this song live, if not better, by the time she goes on tour. Like, right. With full confidence, I'll tell you, she's that good vocalist. She sounds like the record. That's really hard to do as an artist. Sound like the record.
That is true.
It's really hard. It's not easy. And again, a lot of these records are so fine-tuned. That's what makes it so difficult. But for her, it was so awesome just to see her just kill it. Because I'm like, what do I have to do then? You know, me and my dude are sitting here like, she killed it. All right, cool. Just master the shit. I'm sorry. Just master it. And yeah, you know, it was really exciting to see. They really loved this, you know, like I do. And it's my life. It's plan B. It's plan A, and that's it. This is it, you know. And I just love it too much, you know. And I see that in people like Mike and Abby and all the other artists that are, you know, a part of this group. So I'm just very, very excited for the records to come. I'm very excited for Abby's this song. It's just going to be awesome. I can't wait for everybody to hear it. I love and appreciate you for showing love and for, you know, shining some light on the underdogs. You know what it is. You know, there's a lot of young people coming up and a lot of artists coming up, and it's awesome that, you know, for you to even take the time to do stuff like this and to, you know, interview for records that's coming out now is so awesome. So I love and appreciate you for that. So again, thank you for your time, man. Like, it's just awesome that, you know, you went ahead and did that. So
it's out on his EP that's out on digital music platforms as well. He's got so much more music in the works. Stay tuned for VICUmusic.com is his website. Check out all the info on him. Great chatting with you, man. Thanks for being on the show.